for South China coastal waters. The weather situation: a ridge of high pressure covering the South China coastal waters is bringing generally fine weather to the sea areas. The tropical depression over the western Pacific has intensified into a tropical storm named Nancy. At noon, Nancy was centered near 16.0, 16 degrees north, 127.0, 127 degrees east, and is forecast to intensify further and to move northwest at about 30 kilometers per hour towards the Luzon Strait. Area forecasts for the next 24 hours: Hong Kong, southeast, force 3 to 4, isolated showers, slight seas. Nanao, Swabui, south of Hong Kong, south to southeast, force 3 to 4, isolated showers, moderate seas. St. John's, south to southeast, force 3 to 4, scattered squally thunderstorms later, moderate seas. And the outlook for the following 24 hours: continuing south to southeasterly winds and the weather becoming showery over the western waters. A ridge of high pressure covering the South China coastal areas is bringing generally fine weather to the region. The tropical depression over the western Pacific has intensified into a tropical storm named Nancy. At noon, it was centered about 670 kilometers east-northeast of Manila and is forecast to move northwest at about 30 kilometers per hour towards the Luzon Strait.
天氣概況：華中嘅低壓槽現正穩定向南移動，並且將為華南沿岸海域帶嚟驟雨。喺下晝4點，熱帶風暴蘭西集結喺北緯16.9度、東經125.9度附近，並預料進一步加強同埋向西北移動，時速大約38公里，直吹呂宋海峽。24小時內各區天氣預測：香港吹東南風3至4級，明日有零散驟雨。
Firstly, the trough of low pressure over central China is moving steadily southwestwards and will bring showery weather to the South China coastal waters tomorrow. At 7 o'clock, Tropical Storm Nancy was centered near 17.5 degrees north and 125.5 degrees east and is forecast to intensify and move northwest at about 30 kilometers per hour towards the Luzon Strait.
新展橫過華南之低壓槽正在慢慢向南移動，並將於今日較後時間為沿岸區域帶嚟驟雨。喺上午7點，強烈熱帶風暴蘭西集結喺高雄東南約440公里，預料慢慢增強，向西北移動，時速約30公里，直吹台灣南部。
With information on Typhoon Nancy. Severe tropical storm Nancy has intensified into a typhoon. At 10 a.m., Nancy was centered about 380 kilometers southeast of Kaohsiung and is forecast to intensify slowly and move northwest at about 30 kilometers per hour towards the southern part of Taiwan. The weather bulletin with information on Typhoon Nancy. At noon, Typhoon Nancy was centered about 320 kilometers southeast of Kaohsiung and is forecast to intensify slowly and move northwest at about 30 kilometers per hour towards the southern part of Taiwan. Prospects for this afternoon and tonight: moderate east to southeasterly winds, fine apart from isolated showers. The air temperature at the moment still 29 degrees Celsius, the relative humidity 94%. 4.1 millimeters of rainfall were recorded at the Royal Observatory between midnight last night and midday today. At noon, the center of Nancy was near 20.8 degrees north, 122.2 degrees east.
4 p.m. Typhoon Nancy was centered about 230 kilometers southeast of Kaohsiung and is forecast to move northwest at about 30 kilometers per hour towards the southern part of Taiwan. At 4 p.m., the center of Nancy was near 21.7 degrees north, 121.7 degrees east.
報告警報：南澳以南吹烈風，汕尾以南吹強風。天氣概況：喺下晝7點，颱風蘭西集結喺北緯22度、東經121.6度附近，預料向西北移動，時速約30公里，直吹台灣南部。24小時內各區天氣預測：香港吹東南風3至4級，有零散驟雨，海有小至中浪。南澳以南吹東風4級，漸轉吹北至西北風7至8級，間中有狂風驟雨及雷暴，海有中浪，常大浪。
喺上午7點，颱風蘭西集結喺台北之東北偏東約45公里，並預料向東北偏北移動，時速約20公里，橫過東海。蘭西嘅中心位置經緯喺上晝7點，集結喺北緯24.9度，東經121.9度附近。有關颱風蘭西嘅消息，喺上午10點，颱風蘭西集結喺台北之東北偏北約160公里，並預料向東北偏北移動，時速25公里，橫過東海。蘭西嘅中心位置喺上午10點，集結喺北緯26.2度，東經122.2度附近。本港地區下午及黃昏天氣預測，吹和緩東風，多雲，有幾陣零散驟雨，部分時間有陽光。而家嘅室外氣溫係29度，相對濕度係82%。
With information on severe tropical storm Nancy. Typhoon Nancy has weakened into a severe tropical storm and at the same time has increased in speed of movement. At noon, severe tropical storm Nancy was centered about 170 kilometers north-northeast of Taipei and is forecast to weaken further and move northeast at 35 kilometers per hour across the East China Sea. Prospects for this afternoon and tonight: moderate easterly winds, cloudy with sunny periods during the afternoon. Scattered showers will continue to affect the area this evening. The latest air temperature, 35 degrees Celsius, the relative humidity 78%. 10.1 millimeters of rainfall were recorded at the Royal Observatory between midnight last night and midday today. At noon, the center of Nancy was near 26.5 degrees north, 122.2 degrees east.
The weather, and first of all, generally, information on Tropical Storm Nancy. Pressure is low over the northern part of the South China Sea, where disturbed weather conditions are prevailing. At 7 p.m., Tropical Storm Nancy was centered about 200 kilometers southeast of Shanghai and is forecast to move northeast to north-northeast at about 45 kilometers per hour across the East China Sea. For those of you tracking, the center of Nancy was near 29.8 degrees north, 122.8 degrees east. And now locally, the forecast for tonight and tomorrow: moderate to fresh easterly winds, cloudy with scattered showers. Minimum temp tonight about 26 degrees, the max tomorrow getting up to about 31. At 7 p.m. at the Royal Observatory, the air temperature was 28 degrees Celsius, the relative humidity 93%.
Pressure is low over the northern part of the South China Sea, where disturbed weather conditions currently prevail. At 7 o'clock, Tropical Storm Nancy was centered about 240 kilometers southwest of Busan and is forecast to move northeast at about 45 kilometers per hour towards the Sea of Japan. The forecast for today: moderate to fresh east to southeasterly winds. It'll be cloudy with showers, which will be heavy later during the day. The maximum temperature will be about 31 degrees. At 7 o'clock, it was 27 degrees, and the relative humidity 89%.
South China coastal waters, warning: strong winds in all areas. Pressure is low over the South China coastal waters, where very disturbed weather prevails. Area forecast for the next 24 hours: Hong Kong, northeast, force 5 to 6, becoming southwest, force 5. Frequent squally showers, moderate seas.
Very disturbed weather prevails. Tropical Storm Nancy has become, is no longer tropical and now continues to move northeastwards across the Sea of Japan. Forecast for this afternoon here in Hong Kong: fresh, gusty, northeasterly winds, strong offshore, cloudy with frequent showers. Heavy at times this evening. The outlook: well, it's going to remain showery tomorrow, but it will improve hopefully on Friday and become fine and sunny again for the weekend. And the latest air temperature we have 28 degrees Celsius and the relative humidity 88%.